Hey y'all, it's Sydney from Camp Jewel, and I am super excited because today I'm going to be showing you how to do this really amazing craft called hammered leaf or flower prints. And it is a great way for you to go out in nature, pick some flowers, find some cool leaves, and preserve that memory. The first thing you're going to want to do is go on a walk, get outside, and you're going to be looking for flowers or leaves. The more vibrant the plant is, the better. If you don't have access to a lot of plants at home, you can always go to the store and pick up a bouquet of flowers there, and that'll work too. Now, what you're going to need are your flowers or your leaves, some watercolor paper. Now, if you don't have watercolor paper, you can use construction paper as well. Watercolor paper is going to be a little bit better. You want a nice hard surface. I'm going to be using a cutting board today. You want hammers. I'm going to be using the mallet mostly, but this will also work really well. Some scissors. Some tweezers if you have them. They're really helpful, but they're also not super necessary. And some paper towel. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to start playing around with where you want your flowers and your leaves on your paper. Now, leaves and greenery are going to be a little bit harder to get a nice print, but if you can do it, it is really beautiful. So just kind of move them around. You're not setting in stone where anything is going yet. You're just kind of getting an idea of where you would like for them to go, because we're only going to do one plant at a time. So now that you've decided where you want your flowers, we're going to take just one. I like to start with my bigger flowers first and then fill it around them. So I've kind of trimmed it down to this stem, but we're going to trim it down even more. So we're going to go ahead and as close to the base as you can get, cut, and then flip it over. And we're going to try to trim some of this in the middle so it doesn't end up so muddy. So just trim some of this. It's okay if it's not perfect. And something important to remember with these prints is none of them are going to be perfect. That's what is really artistic and unique about them, is that whatever you do is going to be unique to you. So we're going to lay it face down, and now we're going to cover it with our paper towel. Now you can kind of see it under your paper towel, and that is going to help you with the next part. You want to hold your paper towel down, and we're going to be really careful, because now we're going to start to hammer it. We want to kind of start to go around the edges first and not hammer in the middle too much. This is probably going to take a little while, but that's okay. Patience is going to give us a better outcome. Alright, now we're going to kind of peel it back. It looks like we got a pretty good press all around. So, we're going to take our tweezers. If you don't have tweezers, that's okay. You can use your hands too. And we're going to start to gently peel up the flower that we just hammered. Some of the pieces might be a little squished and stuck. That's okay. We'll let them dry a little bit and then we can just brush them off. So you're just going to keep doing this with all the plants that you've chosen. If you're struggling with them scooting around and kind of making the print messy, you can use masking tape to tape them down. The cheaper the better, because it won't ruin your paper, but it shouldn't be too hard. So I've got my first type of flowers done, and we're going to move on to our next one. This type of flower, when you cut it, might fall apart. That's okay. What you can do is you can just arrange the petals how you want them. We're going to do the same thing. Okay. Once you finish, it might look something like this. Now, this is just fine as is, but if you would like to preserve it a little bit longer, you can always grab just some clear glaze spray paint and give it a spray, and that's going to keep it looking beautiful for a very long time. I hope y'all enjoyed doing these hammered flower prints and all the other nature crafts that we've done together. I've had a great time teaching them to you, and remember, stay crafty. Bye y'all!